Hello friends, and welcome to another Modern League. We're returning to our favorite deck, Yawgmoth combo, with a couple of new additions. We're running two of Grist. We also have Scurry Oak, which combos with Ivy Lane Denizen. Scurry Oak also combos with Yawgmoth, allowing us to draw nearly unbound cards, just dependent on our life total. And we're also running Ignoble Hierarch. And Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. There's a ton of new cards in this deck. It's full of them. Nothing too spicy in the sideboard, though. That's pretty much what we were running beforehand. Might be interested in, I think there was a new black creature. It's like a Leyline of the Void on a stick, but it's worth quite a few tickets right now. And I used most of my tickets to get a hold of these newer cards here. We have a turn 2 Scurry Oak, but we don't have anywhere else to go. I mean, I like the turn 1 Hierarch, and we have a turn 2 play, but after that we're really relying on the top of our deck. We also have Dryad Arbor in hand, which is a card we want in our deck so we can fetch it out with Catacombs. I'm leaning towards mulliganing this one. This is fine, because we have the Cradle of Growth here to go with the Twilight Mire. We'll definitely keep this. Okay, our opponent is not mulliganing, so we could get rid of one of the Hierarchs. Or we could get rid of Cutthroat. I think I would rather get rid of Cutthroat, honestly. We can get it with a Chord of Calling later if we want it. Alright, all forests. Plays a Stomping Ground. That's a double forest. Topia Sprawl looks like Karnza. Oh, chooses white. Dryad Arbor, get out of here. Ooh. Playing against Enchantress. This is the first time I've seen this card. Oh, I get to draw 2 with that. Very nice. I'm going to kill your Enchantress here. And maybe just kill the opponent? I don't think we're quite there yet. We're going to spend basically all of our resources just to play the Yawgmoth, and we have to cash in to kill the Harvest Hand. Alright, so we have to lose basically 2 lands, but I think it's worthwhile to get rid of this thing. Not bad. Maybe it was wrong to, maybe it was wrong to kill the Sithis. Other enchantments have Shroud. Okay, and that's an enchantment, so we can no longer kill their critter. So we could sacrifice the Hierarch to give it -1, and then we could proliferate. I don't know about that. Can we win next turn? So I can play Strangleroot Geist, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I think we're just off. We could get Geist, Chord of Calling, have Young Wolf. That would allow us to draw cards, but what would we do with the cards? We wouldn't have Unbound Mana from that point. Can we do something with Scurry Oak here? Another Chord of Calling. Okay, so 3 mana we play Scurry Oak, and then we have Chord of Calling. We have a black creature though, so we're not going to be able to Chord of Calling with the Scurry Oak. So yeah, we're just down on mana. Because we spent a turn killing the Harvest Hand. I don't know. The opponent might have been able to kill us, but they're going to get the opportunity to kill us this turn if we don't figure something out. The Chord of Calling for Hapatra, but I can't kill their board with it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to win this turn, so it looks like it's just going to be attack with Yawgmoth, and then play Scurry Oak, and try and win next turn. Okay, looks like opponent is making a decision here. I mean, we took quite a bit of time on our turn, so I'm not going to begrudge them whatever time they need on theirs. Windswept Heath. So because our opponent played a land here, they're not going to be able to change their mind about their mana. You can generally press Control Z, I think, to undo your last action, depending on what it was. For example, tapping a land, you can undo it. But if you make a play, then you can't untap your land. Ghostly Prison, sure. That's a plains forest. Vanishing Light. Oh, that's a problem. So they're going to be able to get rid of Yawgmoth with that. Grist. Well, unfortunately that has Shroud, so we're not able to use this to kill their creature. And we don't have enough to Chord of Calling for the Ivy Lane. Mana is just in a very awkward spot since we killed that Sithis. So I could Chord of Calling for... I guess I'll probably just go Grist here, make a creature. Okay, and I guess that's it. And then we also have Chord of Calling. No, we don't, because we use the Dryad Arbor. Okay, I guess we just pass here. Okay, so they're using the Sterling Grove here to search something up. Too bad we don't have a Fatal Push ready. Ooh, okay, that ends the game quite quickly, doesn't it? Another Ghostly Prison. I wonder if they can beat Infinite Life. Ew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can Chord of Calling and start the Scurry Oak combo. I'm just trying to think if we have another way to just win the game here. We could Strangleroot Geist and then Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. 1, 2, Strangleroot Geist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'd have to Evolution. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, we're missing on mana in order to do that, so it looks like our best option is the Scurry Oak combo. I get Ivy Lane Denizen. Yield. Always yes. Always yield. Hold on. Save targets. Always yield. Let's go. Hey, look, it's almost like Moto is performing an infinite combo. Huh, I turn off the auto yields, but it's still going. Yeah, it's not even letting me type. We broke Moto. Game has ended. Oh, that's some bullshit. I just wanted it to go until a little while. Then I Chord of Calling and I make infinite life. Or I could Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth, draw as many cards as I need to get another Chord of Calling. Like, I had ways to win from here. Alright, so we're playing against some sort of enchantment deck. Reclamation Sage seems good. Brontodon seems good. Ashiok, I mean, they were searching, but I don't necessarily think that's great. Trophy seems good. And maybe Thoughtseize? I don't know about that one. No, I did not press concede. I hit 5 in order to remove stops, and then I right-clicked and said turn off all auto yields, but the combo didn't stop, and it said it was a loop and made me lose. So it seems like I'm gonna have to have one of the things not auto yield and just hit 1 until I want it to stop. Now we know that, and we're going to get our money back from this league. So we got to take out a couple cards. I'm going to take out Hapatra. Grist doesn't seem that great. I'm going to take out 1 Grist. And 1 Messenger. I'm going to write down this match number here so I know it for later when I file for comp. Okay, and I'll have to get the game number, I guess, from the replay. So, I'll figure that out once this match is over. Okay, we got 2 lands, we got a turn 1 play, turn 2 play, Yawgmoth's ready to go. This hand looks good. We are missing any kind of like mana dorks or whatever, but we can maybe Chord of Calling for Dryad Arbor or something. So I guess I'll take this trigger, the Denizen trigger, and I will not yield to that one. This game, oh no, you found a loop that gives you infinite creatures. I guess that's game over. You lose. Ooh, Wall of Roots. I want to play Wall of Roots now. I was going to play Strangleroot Geist here, but let's make mana. Rob Rocks, thanks for the follow, friend. Huh. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that card see play. Sure. Okay, so that sets us up for 4 mana. We can Yawgmoth. We could kill their Weaver, and then combo out next turn. Let's see if they'll block. It'd be super good if they block here. Nice. That is really, really good. Okay. Because now we just have to sacrifice Young Wolf to counter on this. And we get to keep our Wall of Roots. And they lose their critter. Very nice. So this is basically GG here. We have the Chord of Calling, we have Strangleroot Geist. We should actually just be able to, let's see here, 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, easy, easy. The question is the opponent going to tap out? Ooh, Torpor Orb. Okay, creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. I don't think that does anything for the Yawgmoth combo, because that looks at creatures dying. Alright, so we could Chord for 1 here. That doesn't seem very good. Okay, Bird of Paradise is free. Go get a 2-drop. Get Zulaport Cutthroat. Okay, now we combo. Put a counter on Young Wolf, sacrifice Geist. Target. Sack. Target. Sack. Sack. Nice. Okay, so that should be the match, but I mean, we did get the play on this game. And if we had actually won the first game like we should have, we would have been on the draw. We don't know what the opponent would have been able to do if they had been allowed to keep that creature. I think we'll stick with it as is. Um, yeah. We can go Arbor, turn 2 Geist, turn 3 Evolve the Geist, and then hopefully turn 4 Yawgmoth. It's a slow hand, but it has a turn 4 win. Ooh, okay, don't mind Brontodon. Other little 0 creature cards here letting me know, just in case. Because I have Grist in the deck. Sure. Okay, we got our land, so we're set for turn 3. That being said, the opponent is also doing their thing. They've ramped themselves. They've got presence here to draw cards. Oh, got a little bit distracted there. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for the follow, friend. Looks like they want to draw 2 cards per enchantment. And that life gain there is actually a bit of a problem. Well, let's see what we can do here. I think I want to stick with the plan, try and win the game here on turn 4. So we'll play the Twilight Mire, Evolve the Geist. We could go get Grist and kill this. I figure we'll just go for the combo here. Now, this is partially because I don't know how good the opponent's deck is. Maybe I should be absolutely terrified, and I should just grab Reclamation Sage and kill their Slithus. I'm going to go for the combo. Now, Torpor Orb would stop the Geralf's Messenger, so they could Torpor Orb here and we would not be able to combo. But Torpor Orb is an artifact. Doesn't gain them life, doesn't draw them cards. Just checking, Geralf's does indeed target as well, so if they had Leyline of Sanctity, for example, Geralf's wouldn't work. If they had Rest in Peace, that would work as well. But we do have Thrashing Brontodon in hand, so we can get rid of one thing if we need to. It would stop our combo turn, but we would be able to continue to apply pressure with our creatures. We've almost won just through combat alone. Okay, untapped. It's a little bit scary. What do they got? Blood Moon. Oh, that's rough. That is super rough. We have a single green mana now. Ah, oh, brutal. That's just a mountain. Yeah, Blood Moon's actually pretty good against us. Well, we can still attack here. Stupid double green casting cost on Brontodon. This taps for green, right? It's got a green symbol right on it. Big tree, just like my forest. Sterling Grove. So they gain a life. This has Shroud, but even more scary, even more terrifying. They have the ability now to search their library for whatever. Go get a warship. I don't know what they have exactly, but they could have some scary things. They got 9 cards in hand. So their cup runneth over. So we could draw Reclamation Sage. We could draw Chord of Calling. Nope. We only have... Is this still a green creature? Okay, it's still a green creature, but it produces red mana. So we could tap this for green if we had a Chord of Calling, I think. Plays Forest. Destiny Spinner. Creature and enchantment spells can't be countered. Target land becomes an XX, where X is the number of enchantments you control. Cool. How much does that cost? It costs 4 mana, so they don't have enough mana to activate it. Okay. That helps not at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, they are going to trade here. It looks like they're going to trade anyway. Well, that Blood Moon did a ton of work. We were really aiming for this turn 4 Yawgmoth to win the game. And opponent's turn 4 Blood Moon. cut us off with black mana. Doesn't help that we didn't have a lot of mana dorks this round. If we had had some Wall of Roots, Ignoble Hierarchs, Birds of Paradise, things might have been a little bit different. But as is, pretty sure we've lost this one. And still Brontodon through the Blood Moon? No, they have 2 Sterling Groves. So all their enchantments have Shroud. Yep. Well, I do believe this game is over. Let's see what we draw. But yeah, I can't see any way through this. And we draw the Chord now that we cannot cast it. Okay, we have 2 lands, Hierarch. We have a... Oh, this hand's wicked. I love it. Turn 2, Scurry Oak. Turn 3, Yawgmoth. Draw our deck. Seems pretty good. All right, go ahead. With the Wall of Roots, I'm going to want to go Wall of Roots Young Wolf here. We could go Wall of Roots Hapatra. Like that. Let's do that. One, two, three, four. If we draw land, we are looking really good. Otherwise, we have the ability to kill any creatures they play. Okay, they're going to Helix the Hapatra. Bye-bye. Get a Young Wolf. So it looks like we can go Scurry Oak Young Wolf. We could put Yawgmoth into play here. We wouldn't have to worry about counter magic. But they're going to have things like Path or whatever. Whatever the new Path would have a hard time hitting this thing. 4 mana, it has to be different colors. All right, let's go Chord of Calling off the top. Chord of Calling would be good, land would be good. Ooh, that's terrifying. What are they shardless into? Oh, it's just a Helix. Sure. Okay, so it's just like a value shardless thing. We saw the Helix already, so we knew they weren't going to be cascading into something or anything too broken. All right, land. Nice. Oh, hey there. What's up, boss? What's the good word? So this looks like a draw or deck kind of situation. And then once we've drawn our deck, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We should be able to chord still for the win. One, two, three, four. We're 1 mana off. We could do it on their upkeep. It's a little bit awkward. Anyway. Oop. Still going to be able to refill our hand here, which is pretty great. Okay, we don't want to go too far because we know they're playing Helix. Maybe we'll just wait here, and if they make a move, we'll make a move. Otherwise, we've refilled our hand, and we should be good to go next turn. Ooh. Okay, so I guess they just kill us with damage. I mean, this does a lot of damage. We'll see. There's nothing we can do about that. Ooh, they're just passing. Cool. Another Geist. So we can evolve something. We're going to need to... We're going to need the evolve to resolve. Should be able to resolve. Zulaport. Should have cast the Strangleroot Geist before this. But opponent scoops him up. Alright, so we're playing against some sort of, I don't know, cascade, control-y thingamajig. I'm not too sure exactly. We'll get more information about it the more we play against it. But that makes it a little bit difficult for me to decide how I want to sideboard. So we saw black and white and red and blue. They're playing at least 4 colors. Looks like 5 colors something or other. Really not too sure what we're supposed to be bringing in here. I just don't really know what the opponent's plan is. Are they just trying to play good spells? Do they have like a Bring to Light strategy? It's probably a Bring to Light strategy, right? Damping Sphere does hose a little bit on Cascade, but it also hurts us, since we like to play maybe 3 cards during our combo turn, including a Chord of Calling. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too hyped on anything out of the board here with the information I have. I would rather just keep a solid combo list. And when we get more information, if we lose this game, we can make another decision. Ah, hello, handsome. Welcome, welcome. Bad hand here. Our one land is a Twilight Mire. We're going to have to mulligan. Let's see. Our opponent is starting with 7. This hand is keepable. And I think we just get rid of Khalni Garden. There are a few. There are indeed. Yeah, handsome. You'll have to check out the first game sometime. I'll make a highlight later. We were doing a new combo with some of the new cards for the first time, and managed to create a loop that the program said we lose the game, even though I had an unbound number of squirrel tokens and a creature that was as large as the number of squirrels we had. I guess that means I lose. Huh. That's really cool. Well, we know a little bit more about what's going on now. We know a little bit more. It's some sort of crazy domain deck. Sweet. MTGO crashing is a way to lose? Yes. What's the limit? I don't know. Basically, once the combo started, I wasn't able to stop it, and it just looped and said, okay, well, you lose. I think it has to do with how I set the stops, which is I set them to always yield, and I had intended to stop the combo manually by hitting the 5 button, but that didn't work. Oh, that is terrifying. It's going to get Vigilance, Hexproof, and First Strike. Okay, well, it doesn't even power it up. That's not even... Okay. Not nearly as scary as I thought it was. Yeah, I did right-click. We just know it's flying. We can't block it. Okay. So yeah, this is a lot of damage coming in. This is going to be 7 damage a turn, so we actually are dead pretty quick. We might be dead next turn, I think. We'll see. Scurry Oak. Don't think there's a way I can take advantage of the Scurry Oak this turn. But next turn, I could set it up to be an infinitely large attacker. It's not really that useful. We don't have Chupacabra. I could go get Grist and kill the Scion. That's probably the best option. It does mean the Mantis Rider will be able to kill Grist. What if I just go Geralf's Messenger this turn, and then next turn... What? Yeah, what am I going to do? Evo to Yogg, draw for a land. I mean, we played our land for turn. So we're not going to be able to 2-spell. Yeah, Messenger this turn. And we're just going to have to hope that we don't die. Yep. Cancel that. We don't want to use a Verdant Catacomb if we can get away with it. Let's do this. Modern is pretty cool right now. I like how wide open it is. People are trying a bunch of new stuff. Pretty exciting. Okay, rest in peace. That does eliminate our Yawgmoth combo. There are still some things we can do, but it's going to be difficult with the amount of time we have left because of their clock. Olive roots. I think this one's a scoop. Yeah, we can evolve for Grist, kill Draco, then we have one more turn. I mean, it's better than dying, right? Where are you, Grist? So brutal. That rest in peace. Should have probably Verdant Catacomb there for Dryad Arbor. No, I couldn't have done that. That would have just been death. I would have been at 3. Mantis Rider doesn't have to kill Grist, they just kill me. Regardless, I'm dead. Okay, so they're doing some pretty cool stuff. Setting up their lands to give them domain and doing broken stuff with that. Bone Splinters. Yeah, Grist is kind of like a Bone Splinters in a sense. Although we can't discard the card in order to do that. So we have Baloth to gain us life. We have Brontodon and Reclamation Sage as options. Oh, I was thinking about the other... there's a new Bone card as well. Bone Shards, I think, which allows you to target Planeswalkers, which Grist also targets Planeswalkers, not only creatures. Could potentially play Fatal Push. That seems kind of mediocre to me, though. Not too interested in it. So we're going to want to take out 3 cards. Like the Hapatra. Like the Essence Warden. Ivy Lane plus Scurry Oak plus Essence Warden wins the game. Maybe Grist is a little bit too slow. We'll take out one Grist. Bone Shards. Thanks, boss. Maybe... kind of like the Thrashing Brontodon is another way to answer the artifact. So we gotta take out one more card. Alright, game 3, here we go. Two land hand, no turn 1 play, but we do have Baloth. This one's awkward. Just because we have no turn 1 play. Kind of want Finks now. It's a win with Yogg and Ivy. Okay. I'll switch Baloth for Finks then. I wasn't even thinking of that interaction. Thanks for bringing that up. Not a fan. Bad hand keep. It's just really awkward. But who knows? Maybe we'll draw a 1-drop on turn 2, so we can go Wall of Roots into 1-drop. Be really nice if we found in Hierarch or a bird. Okay, they are mulliganing once. Okay, so they got their first Triome. Since when did goblins tap for mana? Good question. Since Modern Horizons 2. I mean, they sacrificed for mana before, so it's not out of their wheelhouse to make mana. Evolution, huh? So we brought in Baloth and the 2 enchantment removals. Not too interested in doing that. Yeah, mana is just terrible here. Oh, you don't like my Strangleroot Geist? I ended up opening one of them in either a chest or a player reward pack or something. And since then, I just bought the other ones so they would all match. Okay, opponent is stuck on lands here. Let's see if we can make the most of this opportunity. So we have 3 mana again. We can Eldritch Evolution the Geist for Yawgmoth. And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could go get another Geist or something. Actually, on their turn, I think we could just win. So let's, yeah, that seems pretty good. I think we can win on their turn. Maybe I was counting wrong. I was probably miscounting the manas. We'll see. Okay, if I'm going to do that, can I can't undo the wall mana. Okay. I was thinking I should actually attack with Geist to get that damage in, because now I can't attack with it. Alright, Eldritch Evolution, the Geist. Go get Yawgmoth. Alright, so we get Yawgmoth, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So yeah, they're just conceding the game here because I'm a slow player. We would have 1 on the upkeep. We get Yawgmoth here, and then we have 2 mana from the Wall of Roots on their upkeep, plus the plant, the Geist, and the Yawgmoth itself, which is 5 total. That lets us Chord of Calling for Cutthroat during their upkeep, and we can do the combo. We Chord of Calling for Messenger, but we don't have enough mana for that. Okay. So yeah, we were going to be in a really good position. We could have Chord of Calling for another Strangleroot Geist, which will allow us to get basically unbound draws. And yeah, opponent was stuck on lands there, so why would they want to continue? We're really low on lands here, but we're on the draw. We have turn 1 Hierarch, and then worst case, we can like... Oh, I don't want to say to worst case. Worst case, they kill our Hierarch. Worst case, we get to play Yawgmoth. I'm going to keep it anyway. Hope you have endurance. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That card is expensive. I'll be able to rent it in the near future, but with Card Hoarder, I have a difficult time getting a hold of some of the fresh cards in the first week, which is why I went out and bought the Hierarchs and the Grist. Okay, I see what's going on. So yeah, we're in huge trouble. We have the Jailer. So we can have we bring in the Jailer, we bring in Phyrexian Revoker, Scavenging Ooze. We got a few things to bring in for this matchup. Oh, hey there. Are you able to go infinite in your leagues? Not quite. I haven't paid any money into Moto in quite some time, but it looks like I might be heading in that direction soon. I spent a whole bunch of my tickets to get a hold of some of the new cards. So if I do bad in a few leagues, I'm actually going to have to put money into Moto again. We really needed land, but at least the Hierarch was able to stick around. Looks like our opponent is also suffering for lands. Land off the top would put us in a decent position. Regardless, we have access to Eldritch Evolution next turn, so we could evolve the Wall of Roots into a Yawgmoth. Oh yeah, we could get Arbor as well. Unfortunately, this creature here is going to be able to kill any creature of ours, except for Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth has protection from humans, so this thing cannot kill Yawg. Okay, so I'll make an admission. I have not practiced this card's name, so don't really know how to say it off the top of my head. Asmorin Mardicadice Denacula Dakar. You know what? I'll practice and I'll get back to you, okay? See how we Word for Dryad Arbor. Oh, Bartered Cow. Get 2 foods. No, they're discarding the Bartered Cow to the Neonate to draw, not for the cookbook. Regardless, they do have the 2 foods here, so they can... Oh, okay, is that another 2 foods? So they can actually kill a lot of creatures here. This thing's doing a bit of work. They could kill both of our mana dorks. Oh yeah, right, because it deals the damage to itself, so it has protection from itself. Yep. Also true. Alright, so we can evolve the young wolf into something. And go get, like... You know what? Scurry Oak. Doesn't seem very good. I'm gonna take a look at the deck list here. Could go get Grist. Evolve the young wolf, go get Grist. So then we have young wolf and insect ready to block. Maybe it buys us a turn. Alternatively, I could kill this thing. And then use the young wolf to block a creature. We go to 3. Or they kill the Grist. If we tick up, it's harder for them to kill the Grist. It's harder for them to kill us. Another cookbook. How has Grist been performing? I've only had a couple of games with it so far. It's definitely been interesting. Being able to search it out of the deck has been very useful. Okay, 2 foods, so yeah, that's basically death. They can eliminate one of our blockers here. And then we take 7. Okay, so we bring in Collector Ouphe, bring in Ashiok, bring in Jailer, bring in Scavenging Ooze. Revoker. Could bring in Reclamation Sage. So these are our options. Should be making pests. Oh, that would be pretty sweet. Gain a life for those things too? That might be a little bit too strong. A lot of cards I want to bring in here. I would like to take out some number of Evolution and Chord of Calling. I think that if opponent is killing my creatures like that, it's going to be a lot harder to cast these cards. I mean, one of the good things about Hapatra is that Hapatra and Yawgmoth can wipe a board with one extra creature. So if the opponent's trying to win with creatures, Hapatra is a great way to get rid of them. Okay, we do have 2 lands. This looks fine. We can even, yeah, we have access to Scavenging Ooze. This looks great. We can Eldritch Evolution into a Jailer. Yes. The opponent's deck looks amazing. I cannot wait to try it myself. Uh-oh. Oh no! It gets rid of our lands! Ah! How many hollow ones did they put down? Just one? Just one. Okay, so let's see here. I guess Young Wolf, Bird of Paradise is what we're going to do. We're going to be working towards Scurry Oak and then evolving into a Kajigit. Ivy Lane Denizen, that's what we want to evolve into, so we can get infinite creatures and an infinitely large creature. I don't think the opponent would be able to beat that. Got their cookbook. We can block here with Young Wolf. Okay, looks like they don't have Asmo yet. Another land, excellent. So we have access to 4 mana this turn. So we could go Scurry Oak, Young Wolf. We could go Scavenging Ooze, Young Wolf, hold 1 mana up. Oh, look at that Blood Moon. Scary business. Yeah, I kind of like Scavenging Ooze, Young Wolf here. And then we can keep a mana ready to go. Doomwake got 3 trophies with another version of this deck. Felt like Hogak. That's what a lot of people have been calling it, the new Hogak, or Moogak, because of the what's name? The cow? Yep, makes sense. Block here, discard a card, pay the madness, or whatever. Yeah, Blazing Rootwalla, free card. Alright, now it's the opponent's turn to take their time. As I say that, of course, they've made their decision. Ready to go. No attacks. Passing back to us. Oh, here comes Blood Moon, so we go get, what do we get with this? We have double black with Hierarch and Bird of Paradise, so maybe we just go get Forest. Chord of Calling. Okay, so we have Chord of Calling, we have Eldritch Evolution, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see here, we how do we do this? Feels like we should be able to win here, right? So 1, 2, 3, we Scurry Oak. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not right. I don't think we have the win this turn. So maybe we just play Scurry Oak, hold up Chord of Calling? Maybe we just hold up Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth? And we'll try and win next turn? And this way we're also holding up mana for Scavenging Ooze. And if something happens, we can, like, Chord of Calling to turn off their activated abilities or something. So yeah, we have an instant here. This is going to be our best card. Let's use it. I mean, yes and no. We could get the Ivy and then slam the Oak, and we have infinite squirrels and an infinitely large Oak, but we're not attacking at that point. We could play Oak this turn and then go for the Chord of Calling during our next turn as well. That would have allowed us to combo out, but it would have exposed the Scurry Oak. Oh, that's a concession. Cool. All right. Managed to get one. Let's resubmit and go for another. Yes, that is true. Because Ivy Lane says another green creature, so we would have had to have... we put down Oak, and then the next turn we Eldritch Evolution, get Ivy, and then Chord of Calling for like a Young Wolf or something. Better yet, Chord of Calling for Essence Warden, and then we gain Unbound Life, as well as have the creatures, and that would be a win. Opponent, I do not think can beat Unbound Life. Not interested in this hand. It's pretty close. I like the Ouphe, but one land hand, not doing it for me. This is much better. Keep this, get rid of... probably actually Yavimaya. And we'll want to go get basic forest with that Catacombs, even though that doesn't pass the messenger. Can we even do that? Maybe we just can't play through the moon. I am very interested in playing this Ouphe, though. Twilight Mire? Okay, so we can easily go get the Blood Moon, or sorry, the basic. I don't think we'll be punished if we play the basic later. We should be able to just play Overgrown Tomb tap this turn. And then next turn we'll play Ouphe. Yeah, attack first. So this is not a Vengevine turn. It's a Rootwalla turn. Comes the Rootwalla. And then after this, here comes Asmo. There it is. Search your library for the cookbook. That's how that works, right? Yep. And a land. So they have it all. They play the cookbook here. So if they have Cow in hand as one of their last two cards, or their last, yeah, if Cow is one of their last two cards, I'm in trouble. Because they can discard it, get two foods, and then kill the Ouphe. But it is what it is. Go get Forest, Ouphe, and nice. They didn't even use it. No food for you. So here I'm thinking probably Geist Garden. Although I would like to get Messenger down so we can block this thing. No blocks. We should be taking probably 6 here. Yeah, I'm going to play the Geist in the Garden. Garden can block this thing. Geist can block this thing. And then the turn after that, we can play Messenger. Does mean that the Marsh will be coming into play tapped, which is unfortunate. But that was the cost of getting the basic Forest, so we can play around Blood Moon. Although, does it really? Speaking of Blood Moon, they discard theirs. We lose our Jailer, which is unfortunate. And the Garden, so we can no longer Garden. Was kind of relying on that, to be honest. I guess we Blooming... Damn it, if we Blooming Marsh, we can't Messenger. Blooming Marsh Geist? Probably still Blooming Marsh Geist. And then Geist can block this thing afterwards, because it'll be a 3-2. We don't think they can block the Ouphe, right? If we attack, it should be safe. Because this thing can't be activated. And yeah, I want to leave the Geist back. Geist is on block duty. Don't think we really need Scavenging Ooze here. Okay, that's their only attack. Do I block this with the Geist? Hey, from the crypt. Thanks for the bits, my friend. Good morning, good morning. I'm going to take the 3. Use our life total as a resource here. Nice. Oh, we just draw Yawgmoth right off the top. Sweet. Probably just play Yawgmoth then. No attacks. Yawgmoth to block Asmo. Asmo Rano Mardikadaki Stenacular Dakar. Still very clumsy, and I'm probably mispronouncing quite a few syllables. I'll keep practicing. Come at me, I'm here! Hey, thanks, Twizman. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Okay, we're at a lower life total than the opponent, so Geralf's Messenger alone isn't going to cut it. 1, 2, 3. And then after we cast Geralf's Messenger, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Chord of Calling, so that does do it. They need interaction here, or we win. And we can actually just pass the turn. And if they try and interact with us, Chord of Calling is an instant. And if they don't try and interact... Okay, so here's something. What do they got? Lightning Axe on Yawg. Okay, that is pretty good. Too bad we don't have Spellskite. We could Chord of Calling for Hapatra and kill their board. Oh, nice. They just concede. Yeah. Turn 2 Messenger, turn 3 Yawgmoth seems good. Temple Garden into Arbor Elf. Okay, so this is Heliod combo would be my guess. We do have a Blight Beetle in the sideboard for the Heliod combo match, if that's what this is. Ignoble Hierarch, get out of here! We're about ignoble hierarchs on this channel. Conclave Mentor, yep, very familiar. Okay. Let's play Yawgmoth. I think we probably attack with Messenger first. They don't really have very good blocks here. And I would be very surprised if they blocked. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Kill you. Remove the counter from this. This. Seems good. Alright, go ahead. Skyclave, get rid of Yawgmoth. Good play. Fortunately, we found another. Do you attack here, or do you try and hold back for like a potential double block? Hold back for blocks is the answer. Strangleroot Geist, so close, so close. I think we just go Yawgmoth here. And we're going to attack. If they want to double block, lose all their creatures, and give us a 4/4, that seems pretty bad for them. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. There, they get 2 life back. And we play Yawgmoth. Head. Okay. This is good for us. I think this is a win. Target, sack. Okay, opponent scoops him up right away. Nice. Don't have to go through the combo. Alright, so we're playing against Heliod, so we want Blight Beetle. Let's see here. Ashiok, so they can't search. Seems so-so. Phyrexian Revoker has a lot of different things it could name. I mean, 2 main things, but it is what it is. Could bring in Collector Ouphe, so they cannot use Walking Ballista. Alright, so I think I'm going to bring in these 3 cards. Hey there, Hoof to the Head. So the combo centers around Yawgmoth, or the main combo does. When we have 2 Undying creatures, we're able to move the counter around by putting a -1/-1 counter on whichever creature has the +1/+1 counter on it, and then sacrificing the one that doesn't. It comes back with a +1/+1 counter. The other one loses it, they switch back and forth while Yawgmoth is drawing a card every time we do that iteration. If we have Essence Warden, we're also gaining a life, so we can draw unbound cards. If we have Cutthroat, we can also be killing the opponent while we are doing that. And then Hapatra and Scurry Oak also allow us to do things with Yawgmoth. I don't think Ivy Lane Denizen is all that good in this matchup. Opponent can beat infinite life and infinite creatures. So they can just like block the Scurry Oak and then kill us on the untap or something. So yeah, I don't think Denizen's the way to go this matchup. But we can keep the Scurry Oak, because Scurry Oak still works well with Yawgmoth. No lands. Must mull. Okay, we can keep this. So we go Young Wolf into Geist, and then hopefully evolve into something. I think we'll probably get rid of Geist here. Because, yeah, we're going to want to evolve as quickly as possible into a Blight Beetle. So that's a Druid. That's an Elf. The Hierarch is a human, probably a Shaman. I was just thinking about creature types for Plague Engineer, wondering if there was a possibility that I'd be able to name a creature type and just kill their dorks. But I think I would only be able to get one dork or the other dork, not both. Well, let's see here. Card. Noble. Okay. It's a human druid. Oh, so we could actually name druid, and we get all their dorks. Okay, so we're bringing that card in next game, if we lose this one. Champion. That's a hard one to beat. Another evolution. Okay. So we're going to be playing Phyrexian Revoker or Strangleroot Geist here. Probably Revoker. We can just name Arbor Elf so that they are cut off of mana. They go from 5 mana to 3. Yeah, definitely bringing in the Plague Engineer next time. Bit of an oversight on my part. No attacks. Walking Ballista. Brutal. Very punishing. Land off the top, please. Really needed land there. I think we're going to lose this one. Yeah, Walking Ballista can just continuously ping off our dudes. It's too late. The opponent's gone too far. Whatever we do, it doesn't really matter. Probably just like Township. Why do anything else? Why bother Township is just good enough. Nope. Okay, they maybe just have the combo then. Spike Feeder into Heliod. This is too much. We don't have a way to sweep the board here. No way to gain back this advantage. No Wrath of God or whatever. Alright, so yeah, we bring in Plague Engineer. And we'll take out Scurry Oak. Nice hand. We'll keep. Got a Blight Beetle. So we don't even have to search for it. We can just slam it on the table. And no Walking Ballistas to worry about. Okay, our opponent is mulliganing heavily. They're down to 5 cards. But they're going to be 5 good ones. Yep, right there. That's their best start. Alright, I guess we'll just play Blight Beetle attack with Hierarch. It's a thing. Attacking with the Geist. And I think we'll just go ahead and play the Cutthroat. I would prefer it to be almost any other card, but it is what it is. And if we can find the Plague Engineer, we can name Human, get rid of the Champion. Another Geist. So do we swing in both Geists here? I think swing in both Geists. I mean, they probably have a collected company here, so we could potentially like lose both of them, which doesn't seem very good. Maybe it would have been fine, because like they come back. No. Hoof to the head when if we cast a plague thing, It only says opponent's creatures. So yeah, if we name human, it doesn't affect our humans, only the opponent's humans. I know a card like that, Plague Engineer, you figure it would be symmetrical, but it's not. They only hit one, but they hit Skyclave, so they can get rid of Blight Beetle. It's a really good get from the opponent. Blight Beetle is one of our best cards in this matchup. Do they have many creatures that are 3 toughness? They do have some. There's the, what is that? The 3/3 for white generic. Searches your library for Walking Ballista when it comes into play. Yeah, Plague Engineer is busted. Grist. Okay. So Grist can get rid of the Spike Feeder, which means they won't be able to combo next turn. I like that. Did they just concede? Okay, no, they didn't. That would have been weird. It was just waiting for me to select the thing. So the way the color changed on the screen, I thought they might have been conceding, but they are not. Okay, so we did sacrifice the creature, so it should destroy the Spike Feeder. Now, do we attack? I don't want to lose the Grist. So attacking with this means we have 3 creatures left. They attack, we'll lose a creature that way. I'm not going to attack here. I want to keep the Grist. Another Spike Feeder. Cannot kill that one with Grist this turn. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. So we can evolve the Strangleroot Geist, go get Yawgmoth, reset a Geist, and we should be good to go. Now they're going to be gaining life and losing life, so we're going to have to do this thing and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll still have enough mana left over. Good. Okay, reset. Do the thing. Dog. Reset a Geist. Sacrifice Insect. Target. Sack. Okay, so now we get to draw our deck. And we'll find something to get rid of that champion. And it should be GG after that, as long as we have enough cards left in the deck to finish them off. Target, sack. Geralf's Messenger. So, with the Messenger, we actually start making headway instead of being equal, we're actually going to start making them lose life, and this should be the win. So it's going to be a lot of clicks, but this should be GG. And opponent scoops them up. Not willing to wait for us to do the super long combo. Thank you, opponent. Ooh, this hand sucks. Doesn't do anything. I mean, it makes a lot of mana, but what do we do with that mana? Let's mulligan. This hand also sucks. No land. We can keep this one. So let's see here. We keep land, bird, Yawg, Geist. Ah, yes. Hoof to the head, thank you. That is exactly the word I was looking for. Endurance is the best of that cycle. So I like the messenger draw there. If the bird survives, we go turn 2 messenger, turn 3 Yawgmoth. We need to draw a land for that, of course. There's the land we were looking for. Alright, so yeah, let's just go throw down a messenger, I guess. Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, Modern Horizons 2 has some amazing cards. I love how it's been shaking up the format. Yeah, and Living End is definitely got some upgrades, that's for sure. The, what is that, Shardless? Ooh, what a great card. Hmm. I kind of think go Strangleroot Geist, that way we can recast it if they try to counter it. Or sorry, recast it if they try and remand it. Oh, it looks like the, what's name? Oh, what was the name of that thing? I have a setting on my my microphone to take out background noise, but it seems like my roommate's a little bit too loud. And that's not even stopping them. Or, yeah, microphone's still picking it up. Okay, yeah, I guess we attack here, and then we can Verdant Catacombs for Dryad Arbor. I really don't know exactly what the opponent is doing here. I think it's probably a Through the Breach deck. Lightning Bolt the Bird, yup. So not interested in Dryad Arbor as much anymore. I think I'll just go get an Overgrown Tomb instead. I don't want to be exposing my lands to removal. Scurry Oak. Well, Scurry Oak isn't any better than Yawgmoth or Geralf's Messenger. We could go Yogg, sack Geist, and try and get the extra damage in, but then the Geist could potentially die to a single removal spell, like they're playing bolts, right? Not quite dead to, what is this, counterspell? Exactly the thing. Has there ever been a version of this deck that runs Coco? I do believe that a version of this deck with Coco is being worked on that has Imperial Recruiter. I think that your deck would have to be a Recruiter version to really be interested in it, and you would also have to really look at which cards you're bringing in. But I do think that it would be something that you could do. It doesn't get Yawgmoth, so yeah, it's not the best, which is why we haven't been doing it up until this point. Okay, Eldritch Evolution's not bad. So let's see here. We could evolve the Geist, go get Yawgmoth. I mean, that doesn't do too much, though. I think I would almost rather just play the Messenger and pass. Then again, we could go, like, evolve Geist into Grist. I don't think Grist is going to be too good here. I mean, like, it would be fine. But if opponent is playing through the Breach, then yeah, they're just going to smack me for maximum damage. Fuck. Messenger. So yeah, turn 5 over here, we're just playing super fair magic. Resolves, nice. So yeah, now if they get Emrakul, then we go down to 1, we lose our lands, but we get to keep a 3/2 and a 4/3, and they go down to 10. So it's not looking as good as it was before. Although at the end step, they're going to have a really good opportunity for it. So we're going to need to Eldritch Evolution the Geralf's Messenger to threaten the win here. Because otherwise they could kill us on their turn. Because they have the Fumarole. So yeah, we attack all, then Eldritch Evolution, and then Hierarch, I guess. No, we don't want a Hierarch. If we, yeah, we probably don't want a Hierarch. We don't want to go down to 15 if we can help it. Oh, I really, really hope they go for a Cryptic Command here. That would be perfect. Because that would say, you know, like, yeah, I don't have Emrakul ready. That's what that would say to me. Or they could just be hanging here because they've stepped away from the keyboard for a moment. Okay, let's attack. And 5 damage, take it. Okay, evolve the Messenger. Oh. Go. Maximum over damage, that's what we're about. Speaking of maximum over damage, played a little bit of Magic on the weekend. Had a game versus another streamer. The screen name on Magic is Deluxe Ikoff. The Twitch name is Propaganda. And I attacked with so many squirrels. Deluxe ended the game with negative 67 life. Felt pretty nice. All that in Pauper. Okay, let's go get Yawgmoth. I mean, if this resolves. We only need one thing to be able to come back. We get Yawgmoth here and then just pass the turn. Because if they tap out, we win. And if they do nothing, we attack for the win. Okay, so they're probably going to have two things to do. So let's try and reset it. Put a -1 counter on this, sacrifice this. Oh, are they just going to let us combo out here? That would be nice. I think they are letting us combo. Very nice of them. Alright, target this, sacrifice this. A Braid no longer targeting our messenger. Target this, sacrifice this. Target Geist, sacrifice messenger. Target, sack. And target, sack. GG. Yawgmoth combo. Yeah, if you don't have to go for it, if you're in a situation where you're going to win the game without the combo, don't combo. You can just leave your creatures on the battlefield. They tap for damage. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to want Veil of Summer. I believe they're running Through the Breach. So we don't have too many ways to interact with that. We have Thoughtseize and Veil of Summer, and I think that's it. Don't necessarily know that the deck, I don't think it plays Blood Moon. I think this is what we want to bring in. If anybody sees any cards in the sideboard here they think would be good in the Through the Breach matchup, speak up, but I'm pretty sure that we don't want any of these cards. But if any of you have more experience with Through the Breach than I do, then I would appreciate your input. Hey, thanks, boss. Appreciated. This will be our last match, by the way. And after this one, I'll be setting up a raid if anybody wants to stick around. But let's focus more on what we're doing here, rather than what's going to happen in the future. So I think Grist here is not that great. Neither is Hapatra. I'm wondering, actually, like, which is better, Grist or Hapatra? Because at least Hapatra can do combo things. But if opponent show? Yeah, whatever. I'm not too sure what that reply is about. Yeah, I think we just get rid of the Grist. Keep all the other combos. And we get to keep Thoughtseize and Veil. Alright, unfortunately, we got the double Twilight Mire hand. It does happen sometimes. I would love to be able to keep this hand, Hierarch, Thoughtseize, but our lands don't do anything. Our lands don't work. We'll keep this one, get rid of a Yawgmoth, I think. Or we might keep both Young Wolf and try and go for like a Scurry combo. I think we want to keep the mana. So that we can find something to combo with Scurry Oak as quickly as possible. Imagine sacrificing 15 squirrels. Okay, Soulguide Lantern. So that is going to interact with our Graveyard combo, but it does not interact with Scurry Oak. I'm just thinking, like, normally I would definitely want to play Mana Dork. I will play the bird. I was just thinking, like, I could play Wolf, and then if they have Lightning Bolt, it's going to seem pretty poor. But also we would have a lot less mana next turn, and depending on what we draw, we might want to have that mana. Like, if we draw Geist here, we're going to want to play Young Wolf Geist. Okay, looks like just a tap land and pass, so no Bolt for the bird. And we get another Young Wolf. Okay, so I guess we'll go play out our hand. Okay, so I tapped my mana wrong there because I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and throw up a little punt in the chat. Not paying enough attention, and I tapped my mana wrong. As I was saying before, Twilight Mire, it by itself only produces colorless mana. It needs other lands in order to do things. So when I left it there by itself, it was not able to cast the Hierarch. Which means we're down a mana this turn. The Ivy Lane Denizen. If we played the Scurry Oak last turn, this was a win. What's this? We got something. Oh, they're going to let this resolve, and they want to counter what else we have. If we throw Scurry Oak into a counterspell, I don't know. They might have just been, like, pretending like they had a counterspell, but 4 cards in hand, they probably do have one. Should have just played Ivy Lane there and passed. I think that I've been playing this game fairly poorly. They got Valakut Awakening. Okay, good to know. So that really leads me to believe that they have what they're looking for in hand. Because they're not looking to trade any cards. So we might just be dead here because of our poor play patterns, but they would have been able to Flame Slash the Ivy Lane, so probably didn't mess up too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We would not have had enough mana even if we had kept the Hierarch around, so yeah, we'll just attack, play Denizen, pass. Yeah, remanded. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'd be able to keep one land. Oh, it's a tap land though, so they don't have it yet. We get one more turn. Another land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 mana. We could go Ivy Lane Denizen into Dryad Arbor to attack for an extra point of damage. Put a +1/+1 counter on the Bird of Paradise, attack for 3. Doesn't seem all that great though. Oh, I'm actually working on that boss. I've started practicing today, and hopefully I'll be able to get the whole name out in one go, confidently, within a month. We'll see how this goes, but I'll give it a shot. As Morinamar Dikada Isten Aklu Dekar. As you can see, I'm still stumbling and having quite a bit of difficulty with it. I'll improve as time goes on, though. Thanks, Hoof to the head. I mean, I would have only given it a 5 out of 7, but it's all good. Alright, so we can actually protect the Denizen from a lightning bolt. Interesting, they're tapping mana and then letting this resolve. Curious. You might have to go spoiler to get that card. Okay, here's Snapcaster Mage, which goes for Opt, because Flame Slash is a sorcery. Sure. Have you played versus Blitz with Yawgmoth? Yes, I have. Difficult matchup. Very difficult matchup. Yeah, trade with a young wolf makes sense. That, Asmo really doesn't want to show up, huh? Each opponent exiles their graveyard. Yep. So we do not get our young wolf back. And pass the turn. Are we playing Grist? Yes. I have 2 Grist. I really, really like the card. I think it's super sweet. So I'm playing 2 instead of 1. Just so we get that extra copy, the extra chance to be able to draw it. Go get Dryad Arbor here. Put our counter onto the Denizen. How cool was that move? Sure. Asmo only shows up if you say their name 3 times, but who can actually say their name even once? Yep, it just doesn't come up, huh? Alright, it's just not coming up right now. The name is too hard. Alright, so they have 2 cards in hand. I guess we'll just start with the Young Wolf here, see if we can get them to do something, and then we'll play Scurry Oak. I don't want to attack with Denizen in case they have Snapcaster. Okay, so they're just going to take the 3. Alright, let's see if they have counter magic. Looks like they do. Yep, counterspell. Alright, no Scurry Oak. Asmor and Omar Dika diced in a Cool Dakar. Well, that makes it so much easier to say. Asmor and Omar Dika diced in a Cool Dakar. Okay, we no longer have the combo with Denizen, so at this point I'm interested in attacking. If they have another Snapcaster to bolt it, then so be it. Smack. Okay, so we didn't actually lose any turns by not attacking with the Denizen last turn. They would be at 2 instead of 5, which is good because it means that they wouldn't be able to like shock or whatever, but it is what it is. Oh, they're going to Lightning Bolt the Dryad Arbor end of turn. If they had killed it before, they would be at 7, and we wouldn't have lethal. So that's interesting. This is, yes, an updated version of Yawgmoth with since Modern Horizons 2. We get the Ivy Lane Denizen Scurry Oak combo, and we get Grist and Ignoble Hierarch. Chord of Calling. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we can Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. We can Chord of Calling for whatever. This is wonderful. Best draw on the deck right there. Grist has been cool. I haven't had too much opportunity yet to use it, but it's seemed pretty great. Okay, so they want to return Denizen to hand and draw a card. So we go get Yawg in response. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ha! Opponent scoops him up. 4-1 with Yawgmoth, and I think we would have got the trophy if we hadn't crashed the program and got served up a game loss, game 1. Boss, you still have the 4th wall? It was actually your comment that allowed me to take the 4th wall out. I saw that you kind of like soft gave permission for anyone to take out wall number 4. So I was like, yeah, I'm taking that. Taking that. 3 walls, 3 messengers. We have to make room in order to play the Scurry Oak Ivy Lane. And yeah, I'm going to take out the 2nd Grist and put in the Spellskite in that slot, and I'll be feeling a lot better about the main. And as far as the board goes, we'll have to take out 1 more card in order to find the spot for Endurance, but maybe we can replace Scavenging Ooze with Endurance. I do like keeping the Yixlid Jailer, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should be keeping Scooze and Endurance and getting rid of the Jailer. It just feels like Jailer seems to be quite good against the food deck. I guess it has to be backed up, right? Because like you could have the Jailer, but they still have. Give me a second. I'm going to scroll up. They still have As Moreno Mar Diki Dakist in a Cool Dakar. Anyways, that's it for the league. That's it for the stream. I hope that you all had fun.